क्या करेगा। As usual, in relation to quality, to be very frank, it's professional talk, but essence of talk is quality. Quality that is very important, professional aspect, life aspect. Title of talk being Civil Field Engineering, COVID-19 in relation to role of engineers, designs, construction, methods, contracts and organizations, and in principle communication coordination. Why we should not be behind quality? That is very important question everyone is required to ask itself. Good morning, Mr. Verma. Thank you very much for joining. Everybody has certificates in this world, some kind of certificate. Somebody has chartered engineer certificate, somebody has corporate member certificate, somebody has some other certificate in every field. What does it mean? Why do we have certificates? I raise a question to everyone, and everybody should raise a question. Why are we having these certificates? Just to keep on wall as showroom piece or advertisement, or what for? What does it mean? Do we know that? These certificates are not just piece of paper. These certificates tell public of whole world, and particularly public of country in which you stay, that this person has certain capacity, this person has certain approach, certain competency, this person can be relied upon because this person has been tested in profession, in whatever profession, engineering, medical science, law, chartered accountancy, business, expertise, wherever. This is the only meaning, nothing else. Otherwise, it's just a piece of paper just to see that I am this. But one has to raise question to self, are you really this? Or you are just showing people that I have this certificate, respect me? That is one point. I don't think by having certificate you will continue to gain respect which you get at first instance. Okay, this person is having certificate, we respect you, we honor you, come on, do work for us. That is where question arises, can you get a job, everybody gets a job, you think you are suitable for that, employer thinks that this person is suitable, at that time interview is conducted or not conducted, examination is conducted or not conducted, at that time it is assumed employer has an expectation from that employee, and employee has an expectation for future from that employer. Only expectations at that stage, no guarantee, no confirmation, no maturity. Both are actually unknown to each other for certain period of life, say 2 years, 3 years, 6 months, 1 year, depending on what sort of job is that. One has to prove that happy doesn't mean that one should be slave. No. One should perform for. Employer has also a duty towards that employee to retain that person if that person can become asset to that company or organization. This is very elementary relation I'm just trying to share with you. That should happen. Everybody is qualified, everybody has experience, but everybody's performance of that. If I am having a certificate, I have experience, my performance does not meet with other one. Either I am higher to other one or I am lower to other one. It happens. It happens because of involvement of individual. Every individual has different approach to life. One thinks that I got a job, I got good salary, and I'm nearly settled. I don't need anything worry about future. Why should I worry about got a good job? I'll settle my family and that's it. And there's another person who thinks, no, I have to do something in life. My mind is not happy with this one. No, I want more. Want more means it's not money, I can say. Money is different. I'm talking, I want more in this profession. I want to get my mind is not happy with this. If I want more food for mind, and that food for mind is very important. Food for stomach is one part, food for mind is another part. That food can't be defined. No one can define that. What food I need for my mind. Only one can define, self can define. I am waiting for more assignment, or I am waiting for responsibility. That's where, that's where point lies in responsibility. You may be in any position, in professional position, or in business position, or you may be in political position, you may be in whatever position. Your position is not enough. Position is not enough. In that position, how do you perform? That's important. And if you cannot perform, immediately you cannot perform, I understand, but months or 3 months or 1 year. Why? Because employer wants to see how can you perform, to what degree you perform in this job. Your basics qualifications are okay, your past experience is okay, but now you are having another assignment and with another organization. We have different criteria to measure your performance. It's not necessarily the same one as was past. So probation is required. Normal inquiry of your capacity, your educational capacity you got, and your working capacity, because working capacity weighs more than educational capacity. Education is within a different period, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, get some degree, but how do you work after getting that degree? That is more important, because you are now in responsible position. You are using material, you are using, you use human resources, you use machines, you use expenses on some project, and that should not go waste. That should be utilized properly with better margin. Every organization, I say, quality is not first instance material quality. At first instance, it's quality You may say professional work is very important, and profession means expertise. When you say somebody is professional, means it is expected that he must have certain level of expertise in that occupation that they are calling profession. If one is engineer, one is doctor, or whatever you are, one is judge, one is advocate, or businessman, or you can say politician, I consider all same. I don't consider them different. Everybody is leader in its own field. Engineer is leader in its field. In law, they are leaders. In politicians, these political leaders are there. In science, scientists are leaders. Everywhere you will find leaders. But what is leadership? Leadership is not a term alone.